Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 15 of the SMCast. If you guys are unaware, the SMCast is a weekly podcast that we do here on the SM22 channel. I hope you guys appreciate this series. If you guys really do, hit that like button and let me know your thoughts on today's episode topic, which we will be covering in a few moments. We do this every week, so if you guys want to be kept up on the weekly basis of this, just subscribe and hit the notification bell. Make sure those notifications are turned on, because if they are turned on, then you will be able to be notified whenever these episodes come out. They come out every They come out every Saturday at noon. So I really hope that you guys can enjoy this podcast. Anyway, today's episode, we will be covering the truth behind YouTube success. I haven't hit what I would like to call YouTube success as of yet, but that's not really the plan. Like, YouTube success, for the most part, is a random thing. You can influence it in some ways, but for the most part, it's just based on how much the algorithm likes you. We will be covering that in a little bit. But for right now, let's just cover some stuff that I would really like to cover. If you are an American, then you will know that the Democratic impeachment inquiry against President Trump is building steam. I don't have too many thoughts on it because I don't want to put my political preferences onto a YouTube channel. I just wanted to let you know that, this is like a pretty important world event that is going on right now. It is a current event. If you are in any kind of history class, like U.S. history class or current events class or something, you need to be keeping up with the news because this is very important. Because it just has to do with our country. If you are not American and you don't care, that's fine too. But yeah, so this week for me has been a pretty good week, actually. I'm in the midst of doing a play for Drama Club. I am in a play. That play opens next week. So I'm pretty excited about that. I don't play like too big of a role, but it's fun for me, especially since I get to goof off backstage a lot. I made a lot of friends through this. The whole squad, they don't know that I have a YouTube channel, but you know what? They'll find out eventually. Maybe, probably not, but maybe they will. And in my doing this, it's been really a really life-changing kind of experience, because I have found that I'm significantly happier as of late. If you guys can tell, then thank you. If you can't tell, then well, it's not a big deal because I haven't really been recording all too much. I have recorded here and there, but nothing crazy. But I have been a lot happier, so that's good, right? Hey, at least I'm out of any kind of depression cycle or anything. Anyway, let's jump into today's topic. Today's topic is the truth to YouTube success. Now, what is YouTube success? I call YouTube success whenever your videos start gaining traction at an exponential rate, and they start to snowball. Once your YouTube channel starts to snowball and becomes to a pretty moderately sized snowball that you know is not going to fizzle and sputter out, then that's what I call YouTube success. I have not hit what we would call YouTube success as of yet. It might be fun to do that, but as of right now, we are unsure of where my YouTube channel might go in the future. But yeah, so that is what I would call YouTube success. Basically, after you hit 1,000 subscribers and keep gaining momentum from there, is a form of YouTube success, I would say. So, it's actually very cool because you can kind of, for the most part at least, influence the idea of when and how you will gain YouTube success. Don't make videos that you won't enjoy making just for the sake of them being trendy. If you are not going to enjoy yourself making a video, then just don't make the video, because it's not going to be fun. I guarantee it. I tell you that right now. It is not going to be fun to make a video that you do not personally enjoy. If you enjoy a video, then that's great. Make it. And if it happens to be on a trendy topic, even better for you. But yeah, don't make videos that you won't like because you will get stuck into them. That's like a easy rule one that I would just say, before I lay any of the groundwork. I will be talking about like certain topics that do get a lot of traction. Not all of these I enjoy making, but, it's kind of, it's all up to the creator themselves, I would say. A good example of this is Fortnite, for example. If you are a Fortnite channel, then that's cool. Good for you. If you do not like Fortnite, if you hate Fortnite with a passion, then just don't make don't make videos on Fortnite, because then you're not going to enjoy yourself. And yeah, it's trendy, but is it fair to you to expect video making out of yourself when it's a topic that you don't even enjoy at all? Do you understand what I mean? Like, that's kind of the gist of what I'm trying to get at here. It is something that is all into the eye of the beholder, I guess you can say. So, we can start off by saying trendy topics. As of right now, in certain communities, a lot of stuff has been growing. News channels are getting a lot bigger, especially like current events kind of news channels. Of course, they've always been big. So, if you enjoy the news, then talk about that. Like, for example, there is a show that I watch on YouTube. It's called Lay It Omni. And it's actually really cool because this guy, his name's Omni. He has a show where he just talks about stuff that's been going on in certain gaming communities and stuff like that. And it's actually a really good show. He's able to fill you in on what you might not have known. And he has been gaining traction from that show. So props to him. Good job, buddy. Another example of stuff that you could make is in the Pokemon community. The Pokemon Challenge videos are getting very big. A lot of people have been making them, and they get a lot of views, except for mine for whatever reason. I made one. I wasn't like money hungry for views or anything. I just wanted to make one because I was like, hell yeah, I want to make one. But every other Pokemon Challenge video that I saw got like thousands of views, and mine had like under 100, and I was like, what the hell? I started doing this, and it took me a long time, and mine is more edited than everybody else's. What the hell happened? And I'm not entirely too sure what happened. I think maybe just like the fact that theirs got more exposure just because they were able to share it on other platforms and other stuff like more effectively than I can. But I'm not complaining. That is a very good topic that you could make on, or like I said earlier, like gaming content. If a game comes out and it's new, make videos about it. If it's something that you'll enjoy, make videos about it, because hey, people will be looking it up, because it will be something that you can find. So anyway, YouTube success is determined by something called the YouTube algorithm. Ooh. Now, I'm not going to pretend that I know exactly what the algorithm is all about. I have absolutely no idea what the algorithm is entirely about, but I do know the general gist of it. It's, if your video is able to get clicks, then it will be promoted more, just throughout other content and stuff on recommended pages and stuff like that. A good example of this would be like the trending tab. The trending tab is actually showing you the top videos that have been processed through the algorithm at any given moment. They don't necessarily all have a ton of views, but the YouTube algorithm loves them, and that's why they're there. Alan Spicer is a certified YouTube expert. He knows all the stuff about the YouTube algorithm, and he's taught me a lot about what it is about finding YouTube success. I've talked about him in a previous episode about the best people to learn from on YouTube, so go and check out that episode if you have not already. And so I would highly suggest going and watching his stuff if you want to like really deep dive into what the YouTube algorithm is all about. It is very complicated, so it's not second grade math, it's calculus. That's what it is. It's like the hard stuff that doesn't make sense to anybody, and if it makes sense to you, then I mean, like, more power to you, but like, we already knew you was going places, so no need to brag, but that's pretty much what it is. Anyway, a very important thing about the YouTube algorithm is that it's constantly changing. It's not a AI, but it might as well be with just how often it changes. Your video could be the best video one day, and then the next video, what happened? And it all just has to do with following the algorithm, making sure that it's working for you. If it's not working for you, then just kind of change the way that you're doing things. I wouldn't say change the entirety of your YouTube channel or anything, but maybe shift your focus a little more. Like what I've been trying to do, if you guys have noticed within the last month or so, I've been switching more from like gameplay videos, which I still do. I still do my Let's Play episodes and stuff like that, and I will continue to be doing those. But I've been spending more time on more personal content, more review style content, more vlog style content. I've done about 3 or 4 vlogs so far, and I have a few that I have left to edit. I think I've done 2 that have been released so far, and I gotta edit the next few. Because, I should have edited those a long time ago, but, nope. And, it's just very, important to be thinking about stuff like this at any given time, because it's all, relative. For example, if you are making a Halloween video, don't make it in the middle of December, because no one's gonna get it. No one's gonna be searching for Halloween videos in December. It's mostly simple stuff like that. But it's all determined by the algorithm, and it is kind of saddening, but although it's not random to the algorithm because they know what's happening. I apologize. Although it's not random to the algorithm because they know what's happening, it is random to you because you don't know what's happening, and it just kind of happens. So it is very complicated, but growing on YouTube is something that happens. It's something that everyone will experience. Not everybody, but a lot of people will experience the whole growing on YouTube thing. There is a growing niche for YouTube education, which is something, if you want to know about YouTube education, that is a very good topic to talk about. If things are growing just on the spectrum itself, just continually look at what's getting views these days. And although you shouldn't copy it, take inspiration from it. For example, there's a YouTuber that I met really recently. He has a channel called Life Scribbles, I believe. I don't know his channel, but I met him. And we were talking, because we met at an event, and we were talking, and we exchanged like YouTube info and stuff. And he was like, "Oh, I have this channel. It has about 300,000 subscribers." And I'm like, "Oh, cool. I have a channel. It has like 1/600th of that," but 1/600,000th of that. But we were talking, and he told me, and I perfectly agree with this. The best thing you can do is look at the people who are doing successful stuff, take inspiration from them, and make it your own. Because that's what he does. He does animation. He told me, and he said that he takes inspiration from people like Something Else YT, Odd Ones Out, Jaden Animations, Domix, Swoozy, stuff like that, and he kind of like puts his own dark twist on it, and then from there he makes the content that he wants to make, just taking inspiration from them. And by doing that, he's honing his own skills while at the same time building up an audience that already enjoys his content, and it's really fun once you get to that point. So, although this podcast episode has been short, I hope you guys learned at least something. I talked about what you could do, what you can't do, something in between. I'm not entirely too sure what I've been really talking about. But, long story short, just focus on creating your own style of similar content. I would say that's something that you should look out for. If something's popular and you like it, well, guess what? More power to you. Now, I do give people who play Fortnite and people who play Minecraft and people who play like Undertale and stuff, I give them a lot of crap. But it's mostly a joke for the most part. So anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the SMCast. We enjoy you guys watching and listening. I'm your host, SM22. I hope you guys learned something, and this has been the SMCast.